Let's Talk Crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is December 18th, 2021, and Bitcoin is looking like it's resuming its downtrend. Okay, we're going to talk about what is likely for Bitcoin today in terms of its price action, what we can expect from other coins, because other coins are behaving a bit differently. We're going to look at why and how they're behaving, and we're going to specifically look back at Chainlink because we purported that Chainlink was not in a corrective trend, and so it would be behaving a bit differently than Bitcoin. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned, watch until the very end. All right, let's get into it. As you can see here, I'm on the 5-minute chart. I'm on the 5-minute chart only because I want to show you what's going on in real time. This is really good definition, right? This is not an uptrend, okay? The price action since 18th, well, it is an uptrend, but it's not an impulsive uptrend. The price action since early this morning, I'm in UTC. You're welcome. For those of you who keep asking me to go in UTC, I'm in UTC. I have no idea what time it is well, I guess I do know. It's 2 in the afternoon in the UK. Great. I guess it helps you. I'm not a huge proponent of closes and stuff like that. That is more for the traditional markets. The traditional markets operate on a time schedule, right? They're open Monday through Fridays at a certain time. Crypto is 24/7. So I think, TradFi analysts tend to put a lot of emphasis on opens and closes and time. For us in crypto, it's my understanding that the market doesn't give a damn what time it is or what season it is. It just is, okay? And so I don't really look at that stuff. Anyway, I digress. This is an ABC zigzag. It is not a 5 waves up. Keep that in mind. It will come in handy when we're looking at Chainlink, right? So for a little context, so you got your A, your B, and your C. That is trend finished. This is a break of trend right here. That's a break of trend. So whatever that C was supposed to do, this C actually didn't. This C didn't make it to the 1 to 1, 2, 3, 6, as is probabilistically what it's meant to do, what it's expected to do. It didn't do that. We take our trend-based fib extension tool from the bottom of A, retracement of B, you can see that it hit the 786 and turned around, okay? That is pretty much it. Now let's zoom out. Zoom out to on the 30-minute time frame. We see the larger trend is down, okay? The larger trend is down. The uptrend, or whatever, the upwards price action is corrective in nature. It isn't impulsive. What does that tell you? If the larger trend is down and you have five waves down, 3 waves up, that tells you you're getting 5 more waves down, 3 more waves up, 5 more waves down. That's what that tells me, okay? Nothing's 100%, but balance of probability from what I'm seeing on the charts right now. What I said yesterday looks to be playing out, which is Bitcoin is in a strong downtrend, targeting the 42 to 45 or whatever it was, and it looks like it just put in a 2 wave, okay, a wave 2 correction, which is a brief relief rally. So if we look here, and again, we may get a complex correction here, right? We know this. We can get a complex correction that lasts days and only then resume the downtrend. This may not be it. All I'm saying is that the nature of whatever this is, which seems to be a two wave, is corrective. If this is corrective, then this is the impulse. If that is the impulse, then you can expect more. That's all I'm saying, okay? So I'm not saying that this is the end of the two wave. Maybe, right? Technically, if we take this this downtrend from the top to the bottom, we've hit the 382 Fibonacci retracement level. So it is fair game. It can reverse course, right? Because we know that two waves, right? The beginning of the impulse, the first retracement, the first relief rally comes to between 382 and the 638. So if price falls anywhere within this region, it can continue down. So that is basically what I'm looking at with Bitcoin. So you should be, not just for Bitcoin, because right, we're not trading Bitcoin. Bitcoin's probably not a good idea to trade in kind of the macro sense, in the larger time, in the larger sense, right? Because it's generally in a larger two wave. This is a smaller two wave. It's in a larger two wave. Anyway, if you're subscribed to the channel, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're not, then I welcome you to subscribe, and you will then know what I'm talking about because I mention it almost every day. So because we're not trading Bitcoin, even though we're not trading Bitcoin, rather, it's still important to know what the hell's going on here, because this will dictate the price action, the momentum for other assets in crypto, right? Most other assets are going to follow this lockstep. So if Bitcoin continues, it decides to kind of resume its downtrend, and this is wave one of three, right? Of three in the third wave, then expect everything else to nuke as well. Okay, so that's pretty much what I'm seeing in Bitcoin. Again, I do not know. We could very well have done ABC, right? And then put in another wave here, come back here, decide we want to do one of these complex corrections that lasts every day, or we could just say, oh, okay, bye, and nuke down. Okay, but what I do not see is, given the nature of this wave, that's a zigzag, it's a corrective wave, I don't see us breaching this and flipping this downtrend into an uptrend. I don't see a reversal wave, because this is, by definition, corrective right here. Okay, you would need to put in an impulse to make a reversal, and I'm going to show you that in a moment. So that's Bitcoin. Now, let's go into Chainlink, okay? And if we go into Chainlink, we'll see that it's up quite a lot, right, in the past, 24 hours, or however this is calculated. It's up 8%. Look at Chainlink. All right, a bit of context. This is an A wave, okay? This mess is a B wave, A, B. So then we expect a C wave, okay? We got our C wave. However, Chainlink's a bit different than Bitcoin. Why? We clearly put 5 waves in here, okay? This is a 5-wave impulse to the upside. 1, 2, you're making a higher high. Or you're about to make a higher high. You're about to make a higher high. Now, you haven't broken this high right here. So technically, this can just be an A, B, C. It can be so you can have A, B, C, and then kind of successive corrections or consecutive corrections. So this C can be an A. Well, this can't really be maybe it can be a B. because this can be A, B, C, right? That can be a B. And then the C could be the downtrend, okay? But because until which point we break this high, it's not reversing. It's not a reversal wave. And reversing of what? Reversal of what? Reversing this trend. Where's the trend? Reversing this trend, right? Let's zoom in. I don't know why I zoomed out. We're not reversing that trend. Although that is corrective, this is still lower lows and lower highs, right? And to change market structure and to flip into a bullish structure, this would need to be broken. This high would need to be broken. But what's important here in Chainlink is that you can see very clearly, and let's go into smaller time frames to really look at this. You can see very clearly, you put in 5 waves, right? That's an impulse, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ending diagonal. So this 5th wave is an ending diagonal, okay? So you put in 5 waves, and now you broke structure with an A wave. Now you're putting in your B wave here, and you should get a C wave. Now, question, what will happen with Chainlink, right? Is this C wave, so let's take the fib retracement tool from the bottom of this 5 waves up to the top. Okay, is this C wave, so we're putting in A, B, actually this is a mini A, B, C. This is basically just an A wave, okay? And then you're gonna put in a larger B wave and then a C wave, okay? So this is basically one wave, because you have to look at the time frame, the scale, okay? That's too small to be, this is too small to just be an A, B, C of the larger kind of, how do I express this? This is, let me just simply say that this whole thing is an A wave. This is the initial break of structure, and you can expect this wave to come here, because A waves tend to retrace to wave 4 of the uptrend or the trend, right? So I expect A wave to come down here, B wave to retrace. You can retrace, between the 0.5 and the 1618, right? It can be a zigzag, or it can be a flat all the way to the 1618, and then put in a C. Question, is this C wave going to respect the 618, the 0.5 to the 618 golden ratio, and stop short of that? Meaning, are we going to get basically a 2 wave in an uptrend, right? Is this a new uptrend, or is this just a continuation or a pivot into a downtrend? We'll only know for certain once, and only once, the 618 is breached significantly. And by my studies, we'll have to breach it by more than about 0.13%. 0.13% beyond this Fibonacci level, and we can expect this to continue down in a reversal, okay? So that's what I'm seeing with Chainlink. That's what I'm seeing with Bitcoin. That's what I'm seeing with the market at large. Be careful, all right? We don't yet know if this C wave, or now it's a B in this case, but basically, we do not yet know if this larger trend, this downtrend, is finished, okay? And if we zoom out, specifically, we don't yet know if market structure or the price action is going to come back around these regions here to sweep the lows of this trading range. We don't yet know that. And so until that point, you don't want to be aggressive, too aggressive in longing or shorting. You can scalp though, and obviously you have 5 waves here. You have an ending diagonal. This is definitely coming to at least the 382, right? Because we know that 5 waves have to correct at least to the 382 in a 2 wave, okay? So we know that for sure. But other than that, we don't know much. So just be careful out there. And just a word to my traders. I know it's been a tough week. 2 things. One thing I wrote in my journal, and one of the community members, Daniel, asked for me to touch a little more on my journaling. And again, I told him in a comment, I journal very, how would I say, it's not a formal journal. I don't like make entries and dates and write long paragraphs and stuff like that. I literally just write aphorisms and one-liners. So yesterday I wrote this. I said, I change losses, I transmute losses to epiphanies. And I had an epiphany yesterday. I had 2, well, 1 yesterday. Yesterday in particular, my epiphany was I need to scalp more because it's actually more simple. And when I scalp, I'm only focused on that one move. Let me give you an example. Here, instead of trying to measure or trade 5 moves down and first this and then that and then that and then that and basically get a trading plan, a long like swing trading plan, long term. I call long term like hours long trade. For a long trade, it just accumulate small wins. I know that 5 waves up mean 3 waves down. I know that this is 5 waves up because I have a 5th ending diagonal. I know that this is wave 1 because this is the base, right? So I know that this is coming to at least the 382. So I know if I enter a short to at least the 382, that's easy money. That's not a lot, right? It's not a huge move, but it's a small win. And a lot of small wins make a lot, they add up. So this is what I'm saying. Like, if you have to master your own trading plan and your trading system, okay? And that's my second thing I want to tell everyone. Maybe, for instance, I'll just speak for myself. I'm the same guy who traded $30 to $3,000 and then back down to 30, right? In a week. I'm the same guy who traded $50 to $700 in 3-4 days, right? I can go on crazy streaks, and then I can go on and then I trade it all the way back down. Okay. Question is, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? The difference between pro traders and sort of amateur traders is this. I thought your mindset. Even when I'm losing, I know who I am. I know what I can do. I know that it's not because I all of a sudden forgot how to read charts, all of a sudden forgot how to trade. It's that there's something I'm not seeing that I'm doing that's hurting me. Maybe I'm not playing defense where I need to play defense because I'm trading in a no trade zone, i.e. a zone that's really difficult to trade given my trading style, given the amount of leverage I typically use, all that stuff, right? So those are the things you need to suss out. You need to refine your trading style. Do not throw it all out, right? If you've had consistent wins, use it, work on it, perfect it. That's all that is, right? You just need to find out what works. And once you find it, perfect it. Do not give up. And that's the other thing. You will lose once you give up. The second you say, I can't do this anymore, it's too much, you lose, right? And it depends why you do it. Your why is the most important thing. If you know why you're doing it, is it financial freedom? Is it to buy that house for your mother? Then you won't quit. And the way you don't quit is you keep your losses as small as possible, fund your account with a little bit, and try not to lose your shirt. All right, that's it for me. Hope you guys are well. See you tomorrow. Bye.